Critters quest, strategize, make the best on Solana's quest.
What is going on? Welcome to the show that's proof of work. As the crypto greed and fear index bumped up 15 degrees yesterday, I knew that we were on the turning point of a just dramatic week of green ahead, in my opinion. Bitcoin is hovering around this 80. You know what? When I did the report this morning, it was at this 84,000 range. It is well above that. 85 was this number that we had to push past. If we get above 87, I think it is going to be really interesting. I can't wait to check in what we're at this moment in time. On the docket today, I am bullish on Bonk. Pump.fun or human genetic code. Where is the flaw? Bitcoin skeptic, he now owns a hardware wallet. You won't believe who it is. And Tolly from Solana absolutely shits on L2 solutions. I love the feud that is beginning. Shiba Inu, it is showing signs of recovery. Pi Network, the 6-year scam. It is in the red, holy moly. Department of Justice recovery efforts may hit your wallets, nerds. What does that even mean? We're going to dive into it. Fidelity files US dollar money market fund, and Kathy would quit her job to become a teacher in El Salvador. Chaos to clarity, noise to narrative. It is Monday, March 24th. There are some amazing things going on, and let's just jump into all the things that I want to do. So, holy moly, Bitcoin is trading at $88,275, up 2.6.2% on the day as the heat map is just beautifully green. Ethereum's coming in at 2,089, XRP 246, BNB 636. Solana has been climbing almost 8% on the day, coming in at $142. We will take it. I commented this on the beginning of the show. Crypto Green and Fear Index is coming in at a 45. We are now in the fear zone. We were riding in that extreme fear. Yesterday it was a 30. This is also a lagging indicator. So seeing it bump up on Sunday is also usual because there's not headwind over the weekend. So to see a move like that, in my opinion, lets me know that this is going to be somewhat of a magical week, as we see both Bitcoin dominance and Ethereum dominance on the rise over the last 24 hours. I don't do the meme coin stuff, but I do like to check in on stuff because we have been mentioning it every podcast. Trump is trading at 1177. Doge, Shiba Inu, Pepe, and Fartcoin are all in the green. Fartcoin is ripping. It's up 16.87%. I heard earlier in one of Farouk's spaces today that Fartcoin is the new indicator. We used to think Bitcoin is how we decide where the market's going to go. Now we watch Fartcoin to see what is going to happen. So I want to go through some Critters Quest house cleaning. Beanie posted, there's some interesting things going on with Mintify and the Mint token. If you are a Critters holder, you will get a Mint allocation. Next up, we are going to look at some of the things for this week. We have Royalty Boost coming up. We have a new Terran shard dropping today. We're going to do a live spin. We have the Mint token airdrop happening. We have more exciting surprises that I cannot divulge at this moment in time. The Terran spin. What is this? We have a game, and you have Master Edition cards. And these cards gain power and experience points through your activity online. We have a battle coming up. The cards that you possess will dictate in some sense how well you do in battle. The best card to have in your stack is going to be the Terran card. There is only one of these cards. Every single day you have an opportunity to take a spin to see if you get one of these shards. Once you gather all the shards, you have to go to an infuser and see if you can actually create the Terran card. I have been terribly unlucky in my spins, but somebody is going to win this card and have it in their deck for the battles. Having this card in your deck is also going to power up everything else in the ecosystem for you. And the person that wins this card also gets 25 Solana. So this card it's going to go to somebody soon, as well as the 25 Solana. It's awesome. It's exciting. Now we have Mint reward allocation. This is for people that have their critters staked. There's an announcement on the Critters Quest X page. I implore you to go check it out. Even if you own an edition and do not have it staked in the ecosystem, you still get the opportunity to earn. So one of the things that Critters Quest just released is our naming rights. if you have a master edition, you have the opportunity to mint a PFP and 15 multiples of that PFP, and you can get arty farty, do whatever you want. You can also name each of these individuals. The naming will be on chain. There is a marketplace where these are being resold already. So I wanted to pull up the Critters Quest PFP generator, and the characters are simple, awesome, and fabulous. You can check out the different characters. You can change your background, eyes, hat, weapon, shield, boots. The idea is find something you like. And if you want to get involved in the Critters ecosystem, we are going to be having some online stuff on X. We have some stuff coming that is on top of all of the gaming on the ecosystem. But our PFP generator's really cool. So if you are an artist and would like to create 15 editions of your master critter, you can do that. Those go on Magic Eden to the Critters Marketplace. When our Quest token comes out, imagine what is going to happen with these PFPs that are on the marketplace. That is all I can say about that. But there will be not only value in having a PFP for some of these upcoming stuff down the road, but if you own the master edition and those PFPs begin to sell, that's your income. And we will get into some of that right now. So now, if you have a master edition, you get to go do spins daily. So I'm going to go to the Terran spin now. So currently in this Terran spin, there are 5 pieces of the card currently available. I got a number 2 shard yesterday. I've been spinning since it came out. I've been very unlucky. I got 1 shard so far. So I am going to spin today. And let's see what happens here. I won 0 shards, but I got 11 XP. Well, that kind of sucks. All right, so again, I was unlucky. All of this stuff is important. Even if you don't win the Terran, right? Putting these XP points onto your critter adds value to that card. If you decide later that you have valued up your critter so it's going to do fabulous in battle, you might want to sell your critter. And the idea is these token-bound assets, this collection gives you the opportunity to play the game, add value to your edition, and then sell it if you want, or continue to play the game and be involved with airdrops and things that are coming down the pike, as well as the battle that's going to be fantastical. So there's a bunch of stuff coming. There's a bunch of ways to get involved. I did my spin today. I did not win. I can do my next spin in 22 hours. So I am absolutely jazzed about that and looking forward to it. The final Bosu mint, it is coming up. I believe it goes live at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today. I think that is going to be a good mint. Over the weekend, I wrote a little piece just thinking about, you know, it's funny. There was this moment in the NFT ecosystem when things went down drastically, and it ironically or unironically was right around the same time that Blur gained popularity. And it turned the NFT ecosystem into a PvP ecosystem. Whether that was part of its demise or it was just coincidental, I think that remains for debate. But people have also said that just this meme coin slaughterhouse that's developed, it is because of Pump.Fun. And I think that's not fair. I think the principle of caveat emptor, which is buyer beware, it is absolutely relevant in today's crypto environment, period. Without that headspace, it's really difficult to make decisions in this ecosystem. Understanding that there are risks that you could get absolutely wrecked is part of it. It's funny. I think Binance was one of the first companies. I think Coinbase did it as well. But when they started offering, let's call them fringe tokens that were off the beaten path before the meme coin cycle really kicked into full gear, they had you take it was almost like a knowledge test. The idea was that they wanted to make sure that you were a coherent individual and you absolutely knew that this was most likely going to go to zero. And if you agreed to that, they would let you trade the token. And what's even more interesting, every 3 months, they would alert you again, say, hey, you need to renew I called it the idiot agreement. Like, you need to renew your ability to trade this token. So they just want to check in and make sure that you still understand that This is a volatile ecosystem. It doesn't mean you can't play in it. It doesn't mean you can't win in it. It doesn't mean you can't find community in it. And it does not mean you cannot have a ton of fun in it. But you have to tool your expectations to your time horizons. And I think the idea is to be here for the long term. Find communities, find things that are moving in the direction that you want to move. And don't look at tomorrow, look at the horizon. That's where you want to go, right? Enjoy getting there. And you do that in this space, I think, through finding communities that you align with. So it's funny to see Pump.Fun and Meteora just absolutely getting thrown under the bus. It's more we have to look at the human factor and the human tendency of our propensity to be willing to risk everything to win huge amounts. I think that's what is at play here. I did a full article on it this weekend in my Substack. So if you're interested in that type of stuff, there is more information on that, because I think it's interesting and it brings up a bunch of talking points about where we are as a space, where we're going. I think Trump brought some legitimacy to cryptocurrency on the whole that I did not expect from the top down. And that's exactly what we got, which is wonderful. Peter Schiff, he's another one. He is a recent flip-flopper, and you have to love him. People that didn't understand the crypto space are slowly understanding this is not a movement. This is the next paradigm. And Peter Schiff, somebody who was not a fan of Bitcoin, he is now not only a fan of Bitcoin, but he is a fan of cold storage and self-custody. So I love to see people grow and understand more about what's happening here. And it goes back to what Satoshi said. He said, if you don't understand it, I don't have time to explain it to you. And that's powerful. That's powerful. That should force you to investigate. If you need price confirmation to see Bitcoin at $250,000 before you investigate, that is on you. You have a wonderful time to get involved with this ecosystem today and begin putting in an hour of research every day, and it will change your sunset. I promise. It will change the horizon for sure. Totally. I love this. He went to town on layer 2s. The gist is layer 1's faster, cheaper, more secure. Why would you mess with anything but Solana? Okay, Shiba Inu, it is showing signs of promise, which we have not seen. A buddy of mine has been a bag holder. I think he lost all his hair. He's probably put on 30 pounds. And if this thing turns around, he might decide to get back in shape. So he is super excited. I'm excited for him. Does it flip-flop? Does it go back down? Does it rise? I brought this up yesterday as well. Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, some of these coins that have wallets stacked up to the roof. More wallet addresses on these tokens than any other token. Why is that important? Because those wallets easily get activated. Much easier than newcomers coming in. Wallet activation, all we need to see is green candles. That go up technology needs to kick in, and all of those wallets will become active. I promise you. Pi Network, these guys are scamming the entire ecosystem. That is not true. I don't know that. They've been around for 6 years. I've been mining Pi for a bit. I am becoming more and more skeptical about the operation. And here's what's interesting too. Does the skepticism come from watching the token dropped down below $1 when everybody was saying it's headed the next leg is going to be $10. So they had some drastic cutoffs and things with their KYC that people did not align with, just some mouse holes that were way too small to fit through. ChatGPT was part of their KYC process. It was a shit show. So they are feeling the brunt of that pain. And I still can't figure out if it's legit or a scam. And I think a lot of people are feeling that exact same way. We have the United States Department of Justice. They just recovered. This is fucking getting interesting, right? The DOJ, as they're getting tech savvy, they're recovering funds from illicit crypto scams that happened previously. What's neat is now they're saying, yo, Jimmy, did you lose funds a couple of years ago? Well, check your wallet because we just shot it back to you. Bam! That's amazing, right? That shit is possibly coming. So that definitely excites me. Kathy Wood, she is doing all kinds of magical stuff in El Salvador. She is teaching classes there. We are super happy to see it. If you guys are still craving crypto clarity, get in the Critters Quest Discord. Get my Substack. I put it out every single morning. Tune into the Quest AM. We do it all the time. We put it out whenever we get to it. You guys enjoy your day.
Down the rabbit hole we go, creatures gotta feel the flow. Riding rhythms here to stay, on the quest but let it stray. Power up, hearts can dance, on Solana take a chance. Get on your quest, quest, with Ritter's quest, strategize, make the best on Solana's quest.